Hello, my name is swissbianco. In this video I will talk about Ozark Trail brand folding knife. They had in the past quite a success with different folding knives. I did make a couple videos, and all in a sudden they had some more different models, and I just grabbed this one here. Price wise it's around $5 again. We have Ozark Trail, which is a Walmart brand tan flip opening knife. There is no name of that knife or anything in that matter. We have a 3-inch stainless steel blade, 4-inch G10 handle, and that is pretty amazing that they use real G10 which is grooved on this knife. On the back side we see those information there with the stainless steel blade and the G10 handle again, and the pocket clip, of course. That's pretty much common. We see there the Walmart and made in China. So by cutting out the distributor and the dealer, Walmart quite likely did go directly to China and let make there some knives in a bigger series so that they can retail them for under $5. And this is one of those examples. So I was just curious to test that out, how well it works. The other Ozark Trail ones are pretty good. What you need to look is the detail of the liner lock, as the item is in the packaging. If you look on it sideways, you see how the liner lock is adjusted there. Some of them are pretty poor adjusted, so if you can select, have a look on the side and see how the liner should be looking like this one, then it is in a good way there. So we have a liner lock knife. We have the tan color G10 scale, unfortunately in a tan color and not in a black. Those are grooved with the CNC machine. We have a open construction, just tiny spacers in between there, and the liners, the stainless steel liners, are pretty much having a near polished finish there. And on the other side we have the pocket clip, is also polished with 3 screws, quite likely no Loctite on it, so make sure that you check that before you carry it. The clip itself on this sample is pretty good adjusted, so that works. So it's pretty light and thin material over here and at the end here, but so far for the size of the knife that should work. Then no lanyard hole on the back side, it's just solid. Then the blade of a unknown Chinese steel, what they did use was hollow grind. We see the hollow part here. It's a bit bullnose style of a tip over here, pretty good. And the knife, this sample here, was really sharp. It's more than the usual sharpness that you have of a knife fresh out of the box, especially in that price range. But again, that could be Chinese lottery. On the bottom part here we have the flipper. This knife has a flipper and the opening studs, 2 for left and right hand use. The flipper did not work too well in my tests, and somehow the geometric of the blade doesn't lead to pretty good flipping without give the handle a swirl a bit too, so I mainly use the thumb studs on it. The blade has a stone wash finish. We see it's a less than $5 knife. We see they did not do an absolute perfect job on the stone washing. They didn't leave it in long enough, and the stone media that they used was too coarse, so it did not all the way go into tighter spots like that rounding there. So we see the grinding lines from the CNC grinding or milling or whatever they use there, but still for $5 with the jimping and on the blade too, and on the back side there, and a bit on the liner lock, that is for sure a nice deal for something like that. You could go way worse with other brands for spend a similar amount with a cheap plastic knife. This one at least has finish and scream there is a knife. So for opening, you can either use the flipper over here. Again, I did not have too much luck to flip it. You can swirl it a bit and then it's gonna open, but we have a good distance between the thumb stud and the scale. Also the height is pretty good, so I just used the thumb to open it. Then we have the flipper as a guard. That makes it pretty secure there too. We have minimum 6-7 millimeters more of a guard there as we gonna use the knife. So yeah, pretty well. For my bigger hands, it's a bit on the compact side. That is how that is. They didn't so far make a bigger knife. Maybe that would be something for the future, for a Ozark Trail, to make a bigger knife, and hopefully in a black color, maybe for $6-7 retail. That would be still a pretty good price for such a item. So that much about that Ozark Trail tan flip opening knife from Walmart.